We gotta put our RIPs to the GT guys that did not get one buff in the whole 2023. This is such a sad time to be a GT main, man. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, the ship is going down. I was an Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta supporter. I wanted Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta to come. I cannot lie, I did. But it's not like, in my case anyways, I was ignorant to the very high possibility. In my opinion, again, I was always expressing the fact that an Ultra, in my opinion, I have to say that 3 times because people are not, they don't like to listen, you know, the agenda runs strong, which is fine. Some people deserve it, I deserve it, I know I deserve it. I was always very explicit and open about the fact that an Ultra MUI would come. In this case, we're getting an Ultra UI leaked through the news in-game. Now, this video is not about Ultra Instinct Goku coming in itself. I'm sure a lot of people are happy about it, a lot of people are not happy about it. But if you have your complaints about the unit, I think that's just a preface thing, you just don't summon, right? It's not that complicated. If I wanted Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and he came, I would have summoned. But he's not coming. We're getting Ultra Instinct Goku, so do I want him or not? You decide when you see the kit, you can watch showcases, you can do the yada yada yada. The unit is all down to preference, so I'm not here to say this unit is bad or this unit is good. Regardless of what Ultra it was, I think it's super good. It would always be super good. I'm here to just enjoy the festival, you know?
I'm lying about that. Some Ultras would not be hype. It's actually insane. Like, they can't do certain Ultras for the festival.
Anyways, this video is about the fact that the unit leaked. Not once, not twice, but this is now the 3rd time. We have 3 Ultra Instinct Gokus in the game and 2 of them leaked completely. One of them, their animations leaked, if I'm not mistaken anyways. So I'm not gonna say the 3rd one leaked. The review I didn't leak. He was actually a very good surprise. But this new Ultra Instinct Goku leaking is not sitting well for me. I've always said in the past, and we've had a very good streak from the Legends devs, if units leak, it ruins the hype in game. And I'll explain my reasons, but there are benefits to things leaking. I am more on the spectrum of being against leaks than for them. I guess we have the discussion today, but we got a couple days until we get to the date where we can use that unit, assuming you don't even get shafted. So let me do the for and against argument for leaking. In this case, we have the Festival 2023 Ultra Instinct Goku. Just gonna take a quick moment of your time to tell you that the reveals and stuff, it's coming on the 22nd of December. That's literally 2 days from when I'm recording this or when the leak happens, which is the 20th of December. I will be streaming the reveals and stuff, the final part 3 of the Festival 2023. This is gonna be lit, man. Of course, we know it's the UI leak, but they could drop some more stuff. So what I ask is that if you are free, definitely come through to watch with me as I will be live on the channel. It's gonna be a good time. The streams are always live. I'm sure you guys have seen some content on the channel as long as you're not new here. If you are new here, definitely subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications. I will be live at least 1 hour before the reveals and stuff, most likely 2 hours before, but we will see on the day. Regardless, I will be live streaming it and reacting to it. You guys can be there in the chat as well. I usually put the chat on the screen, but that's all I've got to say. I just wanted to put that out so people know, because I'm sure a lot of people don't know, but this video could be that information source for you. So the first argument I'd have against leaks would be that it kills the hype. I think that's the biggest thing. In general, it generally does kill the hype, because if you're watching the reveals, you're watching knowing what's going to be coming out at the end of the reveals. If the reveals is 30 minutes, you're going to be sitting there for 30 minutes. 30 minutes, okay, let me not say 30. It's like 28. It's still really 30 minutes, knowing that at the end, it's going to be the unit you expect it to be. If that's not the definition of killed hype, I don't know what is. So it's not the reveal you're looking for now. It's really just the release of the unit, which is skipping a step in the process of how things are supposed to go. There's supposed to be a reveal, you get excited for the reveal, you don't know what the reveal is, and then after you see the reveal, you know, cool, you got 24 hours pretty much to prepare, the unit comes out, everybody summons, that's where the hype is. But that's killed off. It's completely killed off because we already know what's coming. For those people that use this point as a positive, so they'd say that the fact that the units got leaked has made it more hype for them, I'd have to say that's definitely just not a actual true factor, because you're hyped for the unit, right? In the same way, if you watch the reveal, you would feel the exact same hype that you feel right now for that unit when the reveal happened, but you're still missing out on that anticipation aspect for the reveal, which is why it's not the same thing. That's why in terms of overall hype, it's killed off, and I'm taking it as a negative. This is a small negative, but given the fact that there's going to be reveals and stuff as well, they usually do the CC thing. If there's not reveals and stuff, then it's whatever. but there's usually going to be reveals and stuff, and they do the CC thing where depending on how many viewers we get, they would obviously give us chrono crystals. But if people know what's coming already, it's just more likely that less people would tune in. We're also less likely to get the chrono crystals that we would have got because people are not going to watch because they already know what's coming. And I'd say the final negative would be that if it's something that you didn't want, let's say we're getting Ultra Cybermen and there's going to be someone that wants to be different and generally is going to comment,
but Zakashi, I'd actually summon. Cybermen are hype.
Because the unit itself isn't satisfactory, your buzz is dead. The festival ends that day. Look at all the GT guys that will hype for the possibility of a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. The festival has ended this day, the day that the leak has happened, because at that point, there's nothing else that they're looking forward to. They have nothing to look forward to. At least they would have had the reveal with the anticipation that the unit that they want might come out, but now it's killed off completely. That's also possibly going to add to the fact that they're not going to tune into the reveals and stuff, which increases the odds that we get less chrono crystals. And that's tough, my guy. That's tough, man. Now, it's not all negatives. There's one big positive that I will point out, and I have to say, this is a very, very big factor to a lot of people, especially in a gacha game. The biggest factor and the biggest positive, and I think this generally can outweigh all the negatives, is the fact that it gives you foresight. If you know what's coming, you can then decide to allocate your chrono crystals in a certain way to avoid a shaft. So let's look at it like this. The Evoken and Beast banner, they leave in January. But what doesn't leave in January is the banner on right now, which is the limit break. If you don't summon for the limit break within the next 4 days, then the banner would disappear, and then you'd be waiting like, oh yeah, an ultra is going to be here. I hope it's this thing, and you think it's that thing. Then after that, it's something completely washed that you didn't want anyways. You will regret not summoning on the limit break because you missed your opportunity now. So the fact that you have the foresight to see, all right, cool, it's this unit and I know I don't want them. Instead of sending my chrono crystals on that unit, I'm going to put my chrono crystals on this banner here. You wouldn't be able to do that unless you knew what was coming. And in this case, we know it's Ultra Instinct Goku, allegedly. So a lot of people are looking at it half full, meaning that they're being positive about it because they know that it's not something that they want. And because of that, they'd be able to allocate their chrono crystals elsewhere. Again, the unit itself, it's fully just preference. So for the people that see it in a positive light, I can fully see that perspective as to why leaks would be good. But in that case, I want to also just add, you're kind of just treating this like an office job. There's no hype factor, there's no risk. You're really just going in every time knowing, all right, cool, this is gonna drop, and do I want them or not? And in my opinion anyways, that really just sucks the life out of a gacha game. So I'm not in favor of leaks in general. I felt like I should have gone more into detail with the foresight aspect. I touched on the fact that you might be able to spend on a banner, but I didn't talk about the biggest elephant in the room, which is the fact that you'd be able to save your chrono crystals if what's coming next is not valuable to you. You'd be less likely to fall to temptation because maybe the excitement might go out the way instantly. So you see the leak, right? You see the UI art, it's super cool, whatever. Once your recency bias actually settles down, your hype in the moment really settles down, you can then process whether you're actually gonna want to go in on this unit or save. You get a couple days, you see the kit in the reveal in the same way, but you've had a lot more time to process it. So you're less likely to just go in an impulse spend than if you was to just see it in the reveals, only get 24 hours before you have to summon, probably less than that actually, and then be covered with all the people around you, streamers, content creators, YouTubers on Twitter, people posting their summons, You get baited a lot more easier because you don't know whether this is going to be the best for you. Of course, with just a leak, with the way it is right now, you don't get the full kit. At least you get more of the peace of mind because you have more time to build that thought process, whereas if it wasn't leaked, you wouldn't get that time to build the thought process. So in a sense, the leak happening does kill the hype, but then killing the hype could be what could save you from making a decision you don't like. But let me put it out anyways, just to be real. This is the festival, so whatever's going to drop, in this case we see it's UI sign, it's most likely going to be insane. The only way you wouldn't summon is if it just doesn't suit your teams. You're one of those 5 GT mains in the back. You main an unorthodox team. In most of those circumstances, most of you guys won't fit it. You won't fit that bill, so you will be summoning. It's gonna be most likely the best unit in the game, so all your stocks are going to be going into that anyways. Let's be real here. We have to be real. I'm definitely summoning. I know I'm summoning. Even if I'm not even going to use the unit more than 5 times, it's a Goku. It's a UI Goku. I have to get this unit. It looks good, most likely gonna play good, the animation is gonna be insane, the kit is also gonna be good, so everything about it, I'm just seeing good signs. That's why for me I would summon, but of course you do get that foresight to see if you want to save or spend in advance. Anyways, this video wasn't going to be long, but this is all I've got to say about it. Again, just to confirm, I'm not a fan of leaks, but let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section below. Everybody's free to have their own opinion. I'm not going to tell you you're wrong for not having the same opinion as me. I'm sure we'll all enjoy the unit when it comes out, even if you're using them or not, even if you summon for them or not, assuming you don't get shafted. But again, it's all just a factor of luck. It's a gacha game. I think the best thing to do would be just to hope that they have more to show us in the reveals and stuff other than the Ultra Instinct Goku, because if they come with a bit more, then it'd be a lot more hype. Maybe a God Key Zenkai. I don't know, people might want to go G to Blue Zenkai, Blue Bro Zenkai. Hey, I'm just putting things out there just for the sake. But press the subscribe button, man. We're on this grind to 100,000 subscribers. I appreciate you guys for watching the video. My name is Zakashi, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man.